Hi everyone, welcome to our Sacha. Please give the intro about Usha ma'am.
Good evening, everyone present here. So, hope you are fine and comfortable. So, I invite Usha ma'am, nutritionist and a fitness guide. Okay, ma'am is graduated from Institute of Nutrition and Fitness Sciences, and ma'am did diploma and internship from Swasthya Institute of Nutrition, Bangalore. And Usha ma'am also has 8 years of experience as fitness guide and currently working online classes as fitness guide, wellness coach, and online personal nutrition consultations. So, apart from this, ma'am is a national hockey player and a state level athlete. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the intro. Usha ma'am, you can start your session. Welcome to MulteArts.
Thank you, Gayatri Garu. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Hope you all are doing fine. So, already నా ఇంట్రొడక్షన్ ఇచ్చేసారు సో ఇంకా చెప్పేది ఏం లేదనుకుంటాను ఫైన్ ఫస్ట్లీ ఈ సెషన్ వచ్చి న్యూట్రిషన్ గురించి మెయిన్ థింగ్ సో న్యూట్రిషన్ లైక్ హౌ దిస్ న్యూట్రిషన్ హెల్ప్స్ ఇన్ అవర్ డైలీ లైఫ్ how this nutrition is impacted on our health and how and also weight management and how this fitness is related with this nutrition. So this session is all about this. First, let us know importance about health. In this generation, health is very important because due to this lifestyle, fast generation, busy lives, heavy population. So like all we have to know is how to maintain our health. Okay, first, when it comes to health, as a great people said the proverb, health is wealth, and if health is lost, everything is lost. That is a true word actually, and many of them might have experienced also, because once if the health is lost, everything is lost. So first, let us know what is health. A person who has ability to face the physical, mental, and the social well-being challenges apart from this disease, weakness, whatever it may be. But apart from this, a person who can face all this physically, mentally, and also social well-being, okay, who can face all these challenges is considered to be a healthy person. So, and there are a few points like how do we consider a person is healthy? It is not only based only on physical, mental, or social well-being. It is also based on that person who is considered to be healthy. Mainly, he should have a certain point on him. Like first, he should be physically active. Second one, his memory power should be good and fresh breath, high concentration, and also a person if he is wounded and the wound should get well quickly, and also mentally he should be stable. He should be able to tolerate the circumstance around him, and also physically fit, active whole day. And there are a few many points. Let's discuss further. First, let's know what is nutrition. So, in an easy way, I can say that nutrition is nothing but the food which we eat and also how that food affects your body. Food which we eat is like how the food, how a body is observed. Whatever the food we eat, how the body is absorbed the nutrients and it helps us to grow the good body and growth. It's called as a nutrients value. Okay, so let's once again. Yes. So mainly, so introduction about this nutrition and the weight management, how nutrition will help in our day. Nutrition will help. One second. As I told you all earlier, as how the food will affect our body, the food whichever we eat, how body is absorbed, that is the main thing to know about the nutrition. So, next slide. Gayatri Garu, can you change the slide?
Is it visible? My slide?
Yeah, like just slide ni change chestara.
Is it okay, ma'am? Next. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it okay, ma'am? Shall I go to next one?
Next slide. Yeah, okay. So, importance of a nutrition in weight management. First, let us know what our body is required. Like there are a few major components which a body is required. For example, here, as it is mentioned in the slide, water, carbohydrates, fat, proteins, vitamins, minerals. Okay. So first, let us know like why water is essential to our body. Water plays a major role in our human body because like our blood contains more than 80% of a water. In our blood, there is a 80% of a water, and also like it acts as a transportation medium. And once the food is digested in our body, can you hear me? And also once the food is get digested in our body absorbs all the nutrients from the food, and then water helps to supply the nutrients to the different organs of the body, like brain, eyes, lungs, heart, etc. Okay. And also water flush out all the waste particles from our body. So like, and also like there are many major uses of water to our body. Like water helps to keep our body hydrated, moist to the person, and also consuming enough of water keeps our skin clear, because for especially for women, like skin is very important to us. And also it eases the digestion also. Consuming enough amount of water, it helps to get food get digested also, and also healthy hair. And also it helps, and it also keeps us daily physically active. So consuming lot of water, enough of water, and also consuming water, it also depends on person to person physical activity also. So next, carbohydrates. Consuming enough certain amount of carbohydrates helps us to give energy to perform our daily activities. Certain amount of carbs is very important to our body. See, like if we don't take the enough of carbs to the body, of course we feel weak, very weak. We can't do any work. Like physically, we can't be physically active also. But there is a certain limit to consume the carbs to the body. Next come fat. So fat, many people thinks that consuming like too much fat, it's not at all. Fat is very it's not good for health. But there should be some amount of fat in our body, because it helps us to give energy, maintain body temperature, and fat also it keeps our body warm. And also some vitamins are absorbed through the fat, like vitamin A, D, E, K. And also we can say that uh, fat also it protects from injuries, like will suddenly will fall down. So it get hurts to a bone. So when there is a certain amount of fat in a body, when there is a certain amount of a fat in a body, so it helps us. It gives kind of cushion feelings. And also mainly it increases the metabolism and also it develops the hormones in the body. So all these things are due to the fat, certain amount of fat present in the body. And also main thing is it helps to build the new cells in the body, fat. These are few of the points why fat is necessary to our body. And next comes protein. See, when it comes to protein, it plays a major role in our body, because I can say that protein is a building block to the body. So main thing of protein is it mainly improves our immune system. Immune system, it is like having a good immune system. It is very, very, very necessity in this generation, because due to this many lifestyle disorders, pandemic and all, main thing we have to keep is good immune system. And also consuming certain amount of protein, it helps to develop the muscles, it helps to grow the good muscles and also tissue. So consuming fat, it generates energy, and also it improves our hair growth, and it gives the strong nails, and also it keeps all the body cells active. So these are the few points regarding protein, why protein is necessary to our body. And also, like, I wanted to share you all something, like we Indians, like compared to other countries, we Indian has lack of protein, that is protein deficiency. Because like in this generation which we are living, like we are not at all getting the sufficient amount of protein to our body, because of this adulteration and many more things. We can say that I'll talk about this later. So like because, and when this happens, lack of protein, it leads to many disorders like hair fall. When we don't consume a proper amount of protein to the body, like we face all this problem, hair fall, weak nails, low immunity, weak muscles, and also it leads to many several diseases, immune diseases, I can say. See, when there is a no proper protein to our body, like we fall sick. That is the reason why Indians, we fall sick just after 20 years. Like nowadays we can see even like born baby has diabetic, heart problem, and also people with age of 21 years and 30 years are facing this kind of problems like diabetic, many immune disease, I can say. Yeah, next slide. Before this, before this, next, next, next. Yeah, okay. Next. Before this, I guess. Before this. Yeah, before this. Before. Before. I think you're not getting the slide, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. I shall explain. Okay. So now let's know few points regarding protein. See, according to the age, and also person height, weight. Like we have to know how much protein is required to the body, because we know that excess of protein also it's not at all good for health. It affects our kidney and some part of the organs of body. So let's know this. So firstly, children's who is below 15 years are supposed to consume 1.5 grams of protein per their kg. Suppose, like if a child weight is 15 or 16 kgs, so the child is supposed to consume 1.5 grams of protein per kg. Children who is below 15 age are supposed to, I repeat, children, because it's not in the slide, so I'm repeating once again. Children who is below 15 years are supposed to consume 1.5 grams of protein per kg. And a person who is normal person, like person who don't have physical activities, yeah, who doesn't go outside and work, like a normal person, I can say, that person is supposed to consume 1 gram of protein per kg. Suppose if a person, normal person, suppose if his weight is 60 kgs, he is supposed to consume 60 grams of protein. 60 grams. Okay. And a person with disorders, like if he's having any health issues or any kind of diseases, anything, so that person is supposed to consume 1.2 gram of protein per kg. Okay. And a person who is physically activity, like one who workouts, or a sports person or an athlete, or he's whole day physically active, that person is supposed to consume 1.5 to 2 grams of protein per kg. This is very essential to them, because person who workouts hard or who is physically activity, protein is much needed to the body. So protein is considered as a building block of our body, and there is a lot much to say about protein. We'll say it. And so next come to with vitamins. Before knowing about the vitamins, let's know there are two type of nutrients in the body, that is protein, carbs and fat, as I explained about them earlier. So those are called micronutrients. And next comes, sorry, those are called macronutrients. And next comes micronutrients. Micronutrients is vitamins and minerals. Okay, vitamins and minerals. Vitamins, why vitamins are needed to our body? Why it is important? Let us know. Vitamins are needed to our body because it gives us a clear vision, healthy skin, strong bone, tooth growth, and also it builds our immune system. Vitamins also helps to build in our immune system. And also vitamins mainly present in fruits, veggies, and one who doesn't consume properly fruits or veggies will face all these issues like skin rashes, weak bone, blurred vision, all these issues. So it is mainly considered to consume. Why do we give so much importance to fruits and veggies? All because of this reason. So next come to minerals. It is very important to stay healthy. Minerals are used for a different jobs, including to keep the bones strong. By consuming all these minerals, it releases enzymes, hormones, and also for heart functioning also. But note, it should be consumed in a small amount. Minerals are always consumed in a small amount, like minerals like potassium, calcium, copper, and also like main thing calcium. It helps in our bones to make our bones strong. As we know that, like after 30, women they'll be facing a bone problem. So enough of, like, further I'll give you all tips like regarding this calcium, in which food calcium is contained and all. So next comes fiber. See, fiber rich food. We all know that why you are consuming fiber, because consuming certain amount of a fiber, it helps in digestion. Mainly, see, nowadays many people are facing this digestion problem. Many have like many of my clients, they keep saying me that I have an improper digestion, like I don't pass my tools clear and all. Because why all this happening? Because they are not at all consuming a proper amount of fiber in their daily food. consuming a fiber content food, it helps to lower our cholesterol level, and also it helps in digestion, as I said earlier, and also it helps in weight loss, and also it controls blood sugar. So anything in which, like, we'll be thinking like in which food fiber will be content, mainly the food which is unpolished, I mean whole food, like it may be grains, unpolished grains, yeah, unpeeled vegetables, yeah, fruits, anything which is not unpolished or unpeeled contains fiber. See, like in few veggies will peel off the skin and then we start using, like bottle guard, and also like in some fruits we peel the skin in apple and all, then we start consuming. But that is not at all useful, because mainly we take fruits and veggies because it contains fiber. Like when we peel it away, like what is the use of eating? So it is very, very, very important to consume the fiber content food. And nowadays, like we can see in many stores and all, we get only unpolished grains, polished grains, polished rice, and everything will be polished. That is because, like, which is not unpolished, they can't keep it for long. So this is the main reason why the shopkeepers going to polish the grains or whatever they have. So main reason why it is because it will be spoiled. They can't store the whole grain for the long term. That is one of the main reason. When it can't be stored for the long term, and it will be lost for the shopkeeper, so they are going to remove all the fiber content in that, and also what it is left for us, only carbs. And as we all know that consuming more carbs also, it is unhealthy. So food is the best therapy all we needed, as we know that food is the best therapy for all we needed. So here one thing we have to notice is, when we take a healthy and complete wholesome balanced food, what will be the necessary to take the extra supplements? But all this question arise in our mind. See, when our plate has complete food, like carbs, protein, fat, fiber, everything. When a plate, food plate meal, when we have everything, like what will be the necessary to take the supplements? Only if there is something less in our food plate, so we will fall deficiency, and then we start taking this multivitamins, proteins, whey protein, that, these, etc. Like there are so many supplements which we take only when we have a deficiency. So why can't we make a food plate wholesome food, healthy food, with a certain amount of fat, carbs, and protein, fat, when everything is equally distributed in our plate? Like why will we fall sick? So when we don't consider all the above, we fall for deficiency and then start taking supplement, like anything, supplements, any supplements, extra supplements. It may cure instantly. I can say this with my own experience. It may cure instantly, but it gives side effects for the long term. For example, like even multivitamin tablets, we can like few people's they might be consuming a multivitamin tablets, but what are the side effects? Hormone imbalance, irritation, all these things like we will be facing. So instead of taking this multivitamin tablets, why can't we have apple per day? Apple a day keeps the doctors away. This is true. Like instead of taking multivitamin tablets or any other supplements, like why can't we take a apple, fruits? There are different varieties of fruits and veggies. Why can't we go for that? Why will we choose the shortcut way, which affects our body? Something which is affected to our body, like we need to avoid those things, certain things. So, like maximum, we have to go natural food. So stop avoiding. I don't say like to avoid completely, at least minimize in your daily intake, minimize your junk food, shelf like food. So go to the, see, whenever we go outside, we feel like having junk foods. If we feel hunger, like we choose junk food. So why can't we choose fruit salad? Even there will be a fruit salad available in the market. Why can't we choose fruit salad? Why can't, instead of Pepsi and all, why can't we replace with tender water? I mean cold drinks. Okay. Why can't we replace with fresh fruit juices, which is good for our health? Why can't we change our minimize all this food, junk food, fast food, instant food? Like try to minimize, like which is going to affect our body. Like what is the use of consuming only because of our only because to satisfy our taste buds? Like why we have to spoil our whole health? So try to minimize all these kind of junk foods. Go to the natural, like fruits, veggies, fruit juices, tender water. We get so many things outside. So try replacing slowly. I don't say like you'll have to quit completely, you'll live it, but try to minimize. So that is what is the process of adapting a lifestyle modification. Next slide, please. Yes. The process of adopting a lifestyle modification to maintain a healthy body weight is referred to as weight management. Okay. What is lifestyle modification? Few people, they'll whole night they'll be awake. They'll be watching movies. They eat late night. They'll be awake whole night and then sleep early in the morning. They don't get proper sleep. Lack of sleep, main thing. So modification. We need to completely change our lifestyle. Completely. See, going early to bed, eating healthy food. Choose the food wisely. Suppose there is a cold drink and a tender water, put it together. So try choosing tender water over a cold drink. Why can't we do that? Keeping yourself active whole day, like exercises, physical act for this generation, for this lifestyle, the way we are living, exercise is must and should. They people, each and everyone have to exercise and surround with the people, surround with the people with the who gives you positive energy. Come on, we can change our complete lifestyle by surrounding with the people who gives us a positive energy, who make us more confident. All these are kind of lifestyle modification. Drinking enough of water, mainly this is main. Drinking enough of water, avoiding junk foods, start doing yoga, meditation, keep yourself whole day active. See, all this modification, like it changes your lifestyle completely. You feel healthy. Like you all can just try for a week and see, by going early to bed, by eating healthy food, by keeping yourself active, exercising daily, talking positive, and drinking enough of water, avoiding junk foods, all these things you'll just try for a few days and just see the changes in your life. So, and let me give few tips regarding this weight management. Change the slide. Yeah, okay. Before that, let's know BMI. What is BMI? BMI is nothing but a body mass index. It determines the optimal weight, like how much the person is supposed to be according to his height, weight, how much body fat he has to be. So this BMI, it is determined as like person weight divided by height kg per meter square. Suppose if a person is 65 kg and his height is 1.58 meters, person kg divided by his height into meter square. So the person BMI will be 24. And BMI person with BMI 18, under 18 is considered to be an unhealthy person. So like he has to work on his body, he has to take a proper, healthy, sufficient, wholesome food. And the person who is whose BMI is 19 to 24 is considered to be a normal weight. And a person with BMI 24, more than 24, is considered as overweight, and obviously person with a BMI with 30 is considered to be obese. Okay, so like here all we need to is maintain. And also this BMI, and also this body mass index, it depends on the person to person. As I told you earlier, it like person height, according to the person height, his weight should be considered. So we all need to check this, work it out on this, take the proper healthy food, and also we have to maintain our BMI. See, obviously we know that overweight, and we face lot and lot of health issues nowadays only because of this weight. If our weight is in our control, like if our weight is correct and a BMI is correct, so we will not be facing any kind of health issues. As we all know that weight gives a major role in some of the disease and disorders also. For example, if a person, this overweight leads to heart problem, diabetic, PCOD, PCOS, and nowadays, like I get too many clients with the PCOS, and they will like for 3 months, like they come to me and tell that, "Mama, like we didn't get our periods since from 3 months and all." So main thing what we suggest to them is weight loss. Main thing, and there are many reasons for this. Like stop taking stress. Don't think too much. Don't think anything negative. Before that, like make sure that are we eating healthy food? Are we following this healthy lifestyle? So all this everything matters. Mainly PCOD is just because of this hormone imbalance. Why do our hormone get imbalanced? Suppose if we are taking a proper food, excuse me. Suppose if we are taking proper food, why do our hormone get imbalanced? All things happen just because of this food which we eat. So stop eating unhealthy food. And nowadays, nothing is like in market also. Like we are not getting anything perfectly with the complete nutrients, like milk, paneer, and there are many things which is adulterate. So try to consume organic. At least choose wisely, like between instead of taking up what they say packet dairy milk, like try to take from the milkman who give us directly. So try to change your lifestyle. And also milk, paneer, yeah, curd, stop buying in the packets. Don't ever take anything which is sold in the packets, because there are many added preservatives in that. As we all know that, like preservative, it is not at all good for health. And also this dairy products also. And if you all are non-vegetarians, try eating nati chicken instead of this farm chicken, because we know that they inject a steroid to the chicken, to the hens, to build the flesh in that. So try avoiding all these small minute things, like modification of the lifestyle, as I told earlier. So all these small changes can make a big difference in your life. Instead of having this, like I don't want to mention the name, but still I'm telling you all. See, try to avoid shelf life. Almost like maximum go to the natural food which we get outside, like fruits, veggies. Try to consume all this, and also like try to have like home cooked food instead of this instant food and all. So like all these things take leads to this hormone imbalance. And because like nowadays, like people with disorders like diabetic, that too in the early age, diabetic, thyroid, PCOD, PCOS, all this because of unusual weight, over stress, hormone imbalances. So we need to balance all these things and first reduce our weight. If our weight is correct, there will be no problem in our body. And many will be thinking like I have a normal weight, but still I'm fighting against some diseases and all. That is only because of lack of deficiency. There will be some deficiency in their body, so they might be facing. all this deficiency. Okay, so like tips, here are a few tips like how to keep our body healthy. Firstly, taking sufficient enough of protein. As I told you earlier, protein is a building block. Main, it builds a strong muscle. And also one more thing is like consuming a protein, it keeps our tummy filler for a long time. See, like few people they keep feeling hungry now and then, often they keep eating, they feel carvings and all, cravings and all. So like consuming enough of protein to the body, we don't feel cravings. Our tummy will be filler for the long time. And also mainly see for we girls, hairs are very important. So mainly hair is built with the protein, as we all know that. So it makes our hair grow long, strong, and also strong nails. So protein play a very, very, very major role in our body. And then our body is built with 90% of protein, I can say. Next, don't keep empty stomach for a long time. Don't skip meal. See, keeping empty stomach, it leads to gastric problems. And also like it also leads to low immune, keeping ourselves. So now and then keep on eating, take a veggie, take one fruit, have it. So don't like, no need to be like, few people think that, oh, today I'm going to fast so I can lose 1 or 2 kgs per day. All these are wrong thinking. Never ever keep your stomach healthy or be fasting for the long time. Have some fruit, keep on taking fruit juices, more fluids, so that like it helps in weight loss, and also it keeps your tummy fuller, and also it keeps your metabolism increase. So keeping your tummy empty for a long time, it leads to, as I told, it leads to gastritis, low BP. So keep drinking fresh fruit juice, vegetables, salads, dry fruits, and also like drink enough of water. Like many people get confuses, they confuse people confuse between the cravings for food and also thirst. Few people, whenever they feel thirsty, they feel that they're hungry and they'll start eating. So that is not at all good. Whenever we feel hungry, try to drink water instead of munching some junk foods or whatever. Try to drink water. Replace hunger with thirst. Try to drink water, more fluids, so that it helps your body to keep moist, even moist also. So try to eat natural foods. As I told you earlier, in this generation, most of the people prefer fast food, junk food, and due to this busy life, because in this busy life we don't get proper time. We don't get proper time to cook, because like there will be a working woman who can't cook. So what we do is we go outside, we grab something, we grab this shelf life food, we eat it and make our tummy filler, then just go and do on our work. So try to minimize all these things. As I told you earlier, instead of choosing a chips packet, why can't you all choose fruit salad ball? And also there is a small tip for the people like who is addicted to this uh, fast food, junk foods. Weekly once, try to detox your body. So like whatever you all had this whole week, so if you all detox, so that your body will be balanced. And to know about this detox, you all can contact me personally, because detox also it depends on the individual body. So try to detox weekly once. Yeah, fasting in the sense, again, not being full completely starving whole day. Keep on consuming any fruits, vegetables, or fluids, or whatever, which is healthy. So and also now let's come to the fitness. See, now our important questions arise for us. Like, our health and fitness are the same thing? Many people thinks that health and fitness are the same thing. Thing is that no. When a person is performing his physical ability and enjoying his daily activity without getting exhausted quickly, the person who can perform his activity without getting exhausted quickly, he is considered to be the fittest person. Because like few people, they go around, for example, like they go to the shop, they get some things, and they come to home, they fall on bed, they start acting like a sick person because they'll be not having enough of energy in their body. So he is a not at all fit person, like he will be under some deficiency, obviously. So like first let us know, what are the benefits of doing exercises. Mainly, why do we need exercise? That too, in this generation, physical activity is must and should. Why? Because it helps in blood circulation mainly. Because in this life, people will be like sitting in the office, yeah, work from home, they'll be sitting hours together, like morning 9 to evening 9. It is very hectic job, to be frankly. So like people like them, at least they have to give time for them 1 hour, so that if they start working out for 1 hour, it will help them to increase their blood circulation, as they'll be sitting for long hours, so blood circulation will not be proper. And also like working out improves their blood circulation, generate new blood cells in their body. See, working out, see, this is so much of beneficial to us. When we work out, like our body generates new blood cells, and also it keeps us active. And also workout improves good sleep. This is a self experience, I can say. Whenever I get lazy, whenever I stop working out, like since from 8 years I'm working out, but like in between, like I get lazy, I don't do workout, I'll be sleeping. So at this time I don't get proper sleep, I feel damn lazy, I feel inactive, I don't feel hunger. So like all these things which I'm experiencing, just this is because of due to laziness. So like why can't we get up, why can't we work out? And also this workout removes all the toxins from our body. Our toxins are removed through urine, stools, and sweat. So when we work out, we sweat a lot, and most of the toxins will be removed from our body. It seriously keeps our skin bright, healthy, a glow, I can say. It is very much like when we work out and start glowing, it is very much glowing compared to doing makeup. Yeah, this is like self experience, I can say. And also it opens for working out. And there are a many beneficial way. Like when we work out, when we give exercise to our body, see, what all I'm telling is like all these things you'll just try for 1 week and y'all will know the huge differences in your body. Like I get many clients, but before previously with who like never they have workout or diet or anything, they don't even have like idea knowledge about workout. But when they start working out and start taking diet, eating good food, like within 1 week they give me a best result. They keep telling, mama, like we are feeling so healthy, we are feeling very light, and our periods is regular and all. Like I have got this many feedbacks from my clients. So like when we combine good nutrient food with a fitness, it makes our life wonderful and also free from diseases. People with diabetic, high BP, obese, thyroid, PCOS, for all this kind of diseases, sorry, disorders, I can say, I don't want to say it as a disease, I can say it as a disorder. So all these symptoms, so they have to follow healthy lifestyle, and also they have to work out so that they can see a huge difference and a huge changes in their self, and they will seriously start liking their self. So finally, like what I wanted to say is, in this generation, in this fast generation, in this busy generation, busy lifestyle, what I wanted to say is, choose wisely. Whatever you're choosing, like food, choose wisely. Come on, leave the junk food, take the healthy food, and see the difference. Why can't we choose healthy food? See, it's something which is affecting our body. Why can't we ignore that? For example, like if someone is hurting us, we ignore such people. So same thing, if some food which is like which is hurting internally to our body, which is harming our body, which is harmful to our body, why can't we avoid that food? Why can't we leave that food and go to the healthy food? Why can't we do this? See, nothing is important than our body. See, as I told earlier, if health is lost, everything is lost. When we are unhealthy, when we fall sick, when we fall on bed, we can't do anything. Will be like completely dumb. All this happens only because of this unhealthy lifestyle, I can say. So what I say is choose wisely. Stop going to the shelf life. Stop taking supplements. Go naturally. Like go like how much ever you can. Minimize taking junk food. I'm not telling you leave it completely. At least minimize. Suppose if you are eating pani puri daily, make it weekly twice, then weekly once. Then you all can avoid completely. I'm not at all telling you all to leave everything completely and become like sadhu and all. That is like I don't say this. It is important. Even we have to satisfy our taste buds. That is also important. Taste buds also is important because it is part of our body, I can say. But try to minimize. Try to change the lifestyle. And also, like when it comes to PCOD, it's not only because of the food. PCOD, there are many reasons to get PCOD. One thing is stress. Another thing is cosmetics, which we use. We get PCOD even from the cosmetics. So, like this PCOD, when it comes to PCOD, if it goes to extreme, if we live it without controlling our food diet, or if we don't control our weight or keep our or go to this weight management, then PCOD may leads to type 2 diabetic and also cancer, infertility. So it is better to control all these things in the early stage, I can say. See, so make up your mind instead of going to the extreme level. Start from now. Start from now. Everything like change your lifestyle completely. You'll have to change your lifestyle. As I told, like food adulteration, like we get inorganic food and all. So, like, stop seeing the label behind. Stop getting cheated. Stop seeing like if I take a lace packet or anything, whatever chips packet, like behind it will be written protein. I don't know from where the hell protein will come in the chips packet. It contains completely carbs and fat, and that is also not the good fat. So, and also even oil. While using oil, replace processed oil from cold pressed oil. Choose cold pressed oil, yeah, desi ghee, homemade ghee, and also in the limited quantity. Like one person need 5 grams of oil. 5 grams of oil in is one meal, single meal. Suppose I'm cooking only for myself. I have to use only 5 grams of oil in my food. But nowadays, people like oil will be floating on the food. Without oil, nobody will eat the food. So fat, it is necessary to the body, but to the some extent. So replace processed oil to cold pressed oil. Yeah, desi ghee, that is completely homemade ghee. And avoid this dairy products like milk, paneer and all. Like why can't you all make it in home paneer? It's so easy to make paneer at home. Instead of taking this packet wala milk, you all can ask to the milkman directly. You can take that milk. And you all can see the lots, all the small things I'm telling you all these small things make your life a big difference, I can say. Because all these things even I have experienced, I have faced even many health issues and all. So like after realizing everything, like I have started following this. So today I'm a nutritionist by God's grace. So like why can't we manage our weight? Why can't we start working out? At least why can't we give one daily at least 1 hour, 1 hour to our body to keep our body healthy? Why can't we stop avoiding food which is more chemicalized? Why can't we stop using preservatives, food which contains preservative? Stop going to shelf life. Start buying fruits, veggies that worth more. It is worth to use money for all this food rather than buying this packet foods. Shelf life, I can say. It reduces even our lifespan, shelf life. All these are the main reason for which we fall sick, yeah, unhealthy or whatever. So make sure that your plate should contain grains, carbs, mainly protein, and some amount of fat. So like if you all want to know and also one more thing I wanted to say is like diet food, it also depends on the individual person. It depends on the individual person. See, like suppose one client is taking a diet from me, I can't give the same diet to the other person. We need to customize a diet person according to this person lifestyle, according to the person age, height, weight, everything. So what I wanted to say is eat healthy, stay fit. And like if you all want to know the more details, like you all can contact me. There is my number below this slide, I guess, or else you all can contact me personally so that I can explain more. And like if you have any queries, you all can ask me.
Very nice session, ma'am. People,
Thank
you
you.
can ask
Yeah.
your doubts. You can unmute yourself. Otherwise, you can ask in the chat box.
Any kind of queries related to weight management, your fitness, your diet.
Someone type excellent, ma'am. It's eye-opening about health.
Thank you, Soumya.
Any questions?
Yeah, I can wait. Like any questions, any queries, any kind of queries related to health, yeah, fitness. And also one more thing, I take an online workout class. Normally, any specific time we will drink water. Like I didn't get this question properly. Normally, any specific time we will drink water.
Is there any specific time to drink water in the whole
Is
day?
there any yeah, like what I suggest is early morning, like after you get up without brushing your teeth, taking a 500 ml of lukewarm water, it flush out all your toxins and also it helps to burn fat. It helps to burn the fat. And also before the meal, before consuming meal, take a glass of water, 1 glass of water before consuming the meal. And after consuming the meal, just have a sip of water, 1 sip of water just to clean your mouth and throat. Then leave for 40 minutes. For 40 minutes, don't consume water. And after 40 minutes, try to consume water limited to 1 liter. You all can consume up to 1 liter of water. It helps. It is very, very, very good for digestion if you all follow this. And also like if you all feel cravings like ఎక్కువ ఆకలిగా ఉంటే అప్పుడు కూడా మీరు తీసుకోవచ్చు, వాటర్ కన్జ్యూమ్ చేయొచ్చు. So like consuming water 1 hour, like yeah, 40 minutes after the meal, consuming up to 500 ml to 1 liter of water, it helps in digestion. And don't consume much water during night times, like after 9 o'clock. Don't consume much water after 9 o'clock. I mean, like try to have your night dinner soon, quickly, and don't consume too much of water in the night. No problem. I know Telugu. You can ask in Telugu also. I don't have problem. I can understand Telugu. Actually, how many hours how many hours it forms gas if we not taken the food? Okay. So food At least you all should have 2 to 3 hours gap. Suppose if you're consuming breakfast at 9 o'clock, in between, suppose if you all feel hungry, have one fruit, any fruit. If you all feel hungry, minimum there should be 2 to 3 hours gap between the breakfast, mid meal, and evening snack. Try to consume handful of dry fruits in the evening snack, and then night dinner. At least you all should have a 3 hours gap between the food, because like food which you take in the morning for breakfast, like it needs some time, and also it depends on the food which you eat. Minimum to 3 hours it should be, but also it depends on the food which you eat, because if you are having non-veg, it takes more time to get digested. If you are having a light food, it takes quick to get digested. So like for this question, it depends on even on the food which you eat. Try to give 3 hours gap at least. Try to take more fluids. Stop taking supplements. Try to go naturally. Yeah, how to increase weight for the children. When it comes to children, you all have to give proper protein rich to the kids. As I told you all, protein depends on the, like, children below 15 years are supposed to take 1.2 grams of protein per kg. So pillalki egg, like eggs, and if there are like, you all have to give eggs, more veggies, protein rich food, dal, all these things, all kind of veggies, fruits. Mainly I can suggest you all egg, healthy food. Like if you all keep on giving healthy food to the kids, like it 100% they will increase, put on the weight. Stop giving chocolates, cookies, yeah, biscuits, or all this kind of junk foods to the children, especially. Like in the early age itself, you'll have to feed them. Not only feeding physically, but mentally also, you'll have to feed them, like which is good for health, which is not good for health, and replace all these candies with homemade chickies, peanuts. Also, it helps to put on the weight. Stop giving junk food, cold drinks to the kids. Try to feed your kids with the homemade food, good food, healthy, protein rich food. And also like it depends on the child, individual child. Of course, of course, milk is safe for girls under 10 years. Is it got hormonic imbalance? No, not at all. But what, as I told you earlier, stop taking this packet wala milk and try to take organic milk. It is nothing wrong in taking organic milk, and of course, milk contain good fat, protein, and also calcium. So there is no chance of getting these hormonal problems to the girls under 10 years. And suppose if you all are consuming this packet wala milk and 200%, it's gonna impact on their hormone changes. So like girls under 10 years can take organic milk, no problem. Anything which is organic, completely organic, like nowadays we are not getting completely organic, but at least to the some extent, if you are taking the organic products, it's gonna work wonder on a body. So nothing wrong in taking milk, a glass of milk. And also like one more tip, like consuming milk with the turmeric. Instead of adding sugar to the milk, please add a pinch of turmeric to the milk. As we all know that like it contains antibiotic, and also it keeps our body warm. It's good for health, and we even get a proper sleep. And try to consume milk in the night times. Instead of choosing milk in the daytimes, try to consume milk in the night times before bed. Before bed, it's good for health, because we know that milk is heat, it produces heat. So like it's better to consume during the night times.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. And someone messaged me. Millets are
Okay.
good or bad.
Millets?
Millet food
Yeah, millet food.
is good or bad, like that. They are
Millet food.
healthy. Yeah, millets.
Yeah.
Chirdanya.
Siridhanya. Yeah, of course. Millet contains everything. It contains fiber, some amount of carbs. And also, like I will tell you all one more thing. Anything which is consumed in a limited amount, everything is good for health. Only when it goes to extreme level, only then it is going to impact our health. It affects our health. It affects. So millets, of course, it can't. Compared to the white rice, millets are 100% safe and better. Suppose if they're on diet, so it is 100 to 200%. It is better than white rice, I can say, because it contains fiber and also it's good for weight loss, weight management. Also millets, and there are many types of millets. And also it depends on the body type. Suppose if they are taking millets, then they have to consume more amount of water, because we know that millet produces heat in our body. So like we need to take buttermilk along with that after taking millets, and we have to consume more water, and along with that lot of fiber content veggies. And one more thing is, like, try to consume more green leafy veggies which contain green color. Try to consume more because it contains more antioxidant, contains lot of antioxidant in that. And like veggies like carrot, potatoes, beetroot and all, it contains more calories. So more calories in the sense, like we need to consume them very few, very less amount.
I think it's clear data.
Any other queries?